Welcome everyone to Ziggy's 79 Thrift Adventures. This is our first video, so we're trying to work out the kinks. Our GoPro was not recording audio very well, so I had to record over top of everything. So if the voice doesn't match up, that's why. So in our first clip here, my wife and I, Krista, and me, Zig, we're at a Goodwill, our local Goodwill. We had to go get some stuff from Lowe's, so we stopped by there. We figured we'd start recording. We were able to find quite a few things inside. I didn't get a whole lot of the video because, again, I thought the audio was working, but the sound inside was really loud. They were playing music very, very loud. So here we are in the store. I'm looking at the bric-a-brac, as they call it. Not really seeing much of anything. I was able to pick up a Drake like fishing shirt. Walking back and forth on these aisles, it really, really looked picked over pretty heavily. I spotted some Star Wars stuff, but it was an empty box. Threw it back, of course. Again, looking for anything of value, anything we can resell in our eBay store. Go back down the other side. There was some igloo coolers and stuff up there, but there really wasn't much value to those at all. Scanning the shelves, seeing if there's anything on this side I may not have seen the first time through, and didn't really see much of anything. And then I'm scanning through the clothes like we do. We sell a lot of clothes, and I find my first Untuck It shirt, and then I look over, and there's this head that pops up. It scares the mess out of me. It's my wife. But we'd been looking for one of these heads to display our hats on when we take pictures of them instead of flat pictures. So again, I'm looking through. I find these Wonder Woman shoes. Not a whole lot of value to them. So I put them back. Keep scanning through the clothes. I was able to find some insect repellent shirts and a couple other items. And that ended our trip. The next few days, I ended up winning a storage locker auction. So this is my wife, Krista, and my mother. She was very excited to go look at this auction. I think until she got inside and actually seen the mess that was in there. So this is me walking down the hallway. We get there. I had already seen it. They hadn't seen it. I get the lock off after I figured out what unit it was, because obviously I walked by it the first time. We get in there finally in just a second. And that's it. It almost looks like a freezer from the outside, but that's their look of shock, as you can see. Look at all this crap that we got to sort through. And that's pretty much what it ended up being. I paid $60, I think, for this locker, and it was a lot of clothes, and a lot of them had mold on them. There was not very much resellable stuff inside of this unit. Here I'm showing the aftermath. I should have recorded us going through it, but we kind of in a hurry, and I just didn't think to do it. You can see I got an entire 4x8 trailer filled with stuff that I've got to take to the dump now. And we tried to go through it. It was just nothing of it was any good. I got some scrap metal in the futon over there. We've got a couple totes, as you'll see when we get inside the garage, of stuff that we'll sell at the flea market. Little this and that stuff that was brand new. Again, not a whole lot of value in there. I was really concerned that I wasn't going to make my money back onto this one. But you'll see in a minute when we get inside, there was a few things that we were able to salvage to be able to sell. One of them was a Dell Inspiron 3000 computer, a Samsung tablet, and a Kindle Fire tablet. They comped out pretty good. Just off of those items, we'll be able to probably double or triple our money. And now it's the following day. I've got the children. That's Blake. That's Brady. And there's my wife, Krista, again. And we're at another Goodwill trying to find some items. We had to go. The kids wanted to go to Target and get some Legos, so we're looking around. I always check the hats. We've done really, really well on vintage hats. This time around, there wasn't a whole lot of anything, mostly junk, but you got to make sure you're looking through them. Again, I didn't find anything this time. And then I move on towards the back of the store. I usually follow the same route towards the electronics. I've been looking for a amplifier, I guess you'd call it, to test speakers and stuff that I find as the one I had is shot. And wouldn't you know it, I come around the corner here and there's a Sony system complete sitting there, and it looks like the speakers will resell really good. And then I come across this yellow blender. There's the Sony system, you'll see. The yellow blender is a vintage blender, and you'll see I pick it up real quick, put it in the cart. And now on to the next item. We're looking all over the store, and I find, and for some reason, these 511 tactical jeans always jump out at me. I don't really technically look for them, but they seem to find me, and they always resell really well. This is the end of the thrift. You can see lots and lots of stuff. We were in there probably 30 minutes maybe. And then afterwards, we're on to Moe's to get some lunch, go home for the day, watch the football. It was an awesome thrifting day. Hopefully, I can get this audio figured out on the GoPro, and we'll be able to record our audio a little bit better. Maybe invest in a different GoPro or buy something different, something to record it with. The audio is really aggravating to me. I get home, I want to show you guys some of the stuff that we had I didn't necessarily show before. I know this video is probably all over the place. I got to figure out how to sequence these things a little bit better. What you don't get to see in this because of the audio is terrible, that I brought the hat head in, and the dogs went crazy. They did not like that thing at all. I ended up having to hide it because they were trying to attack the thing, which was insane. I guess they think it's a headless person. These are some vintage made in the U.S. Christmas ornaments that we were able to find. I think they were 99 cents at the thrift store that day, which is an awesome deal on those. They sell really good around Christmas time. There is a air purifier there that I got at half off. I think it was $24. They sell really good. Been picking up like these 80s hair curler things. I couldn't believe that people were actually buying those, but they do. A lot of toys. I think I paid $3.99 for. You can see the vintage thermos stuff. Picking up a lot of that made in the U.S. Aladdin coolers. You'll see this brown and white one I thought was really neat. Reminded me of my childhood. My wife says her grandfather always took one to work with him every day. She remembers seeing him go out of the house with it. There was a couple games we got at a Habitat Restore, new in the box. Couldn't believe how much those things were going for. So we picked those up really cheap. I think they were $2.99 or $1.99 a piece, and they have a really good resale. So that's it for this video. Please give us a thumbs up and a like. You know, you got shoes there too. Subscribe. Tell us what we can do better. If you got any suggestions on a camera, please, Lord, let us know which camera to use, because this was super, super aggravating. Thanks for watching. See you.